Hi guys, my name is Yash. I'm a ECBA certified business analyst. So today we'll be continuing with our CraftCart simulation, and we'll be discussing about user stories, epic, Voyer techniques, INVEST principles, and many more. I'll also show you my Jira dashboard where I have created 3 epics and some scrums under it, plus the AI which I've used for creating prototypes, which would be really amazing for you guys to learn about. So yeah, let's move forward. Understanding user story is the foundation. So what is a user story? A story is a short, simple description of a software requirement written from an end user's perspective. It captures the who, what, why of a requirement in a concise format that everyone can understand. So as a who, I want what, so that why. So basically, example is as a customer, I want to add items to my cart so that I can purchase multiple products together. It's just like Amazon, if I could give a simple example to you. Or like CraftCart. CraftCart is like Amazon, where CraftCart is specifically for handmade Indian artisans. So handmade products or Indian products are they purchase. They can you can add to the cart if you want, right? If you want to purchase them. So acceptance criteria for that would be given my cart is empty. When I add an item, the cart shows that item with the subtotal. So yeah, that's perfect, I guess. So, invest principles, building quality stories. So, why invest is used? First of all, we'll know what is invest, and then we'll see why invest is used. So, invest is independent, negotiable, valuable, estimable, testable, and small. Okay. So, the invest principles ensure that the user stories are well crafted and ready for development. Each letter represents a crucial characteristics that make stories effective and actionable. So, as a customer, I want to redeem reward points so that I can save money. So, it's valuable that save money, small, just 3 acceptance criteria, and testable is clear condition for redemption. It's very simple example. I think I will give you more afterwards. So use story hierarchy, as you can see. So understanding the use story hierarchy, it's epic, feature, story, task, spike. So epic would be, for example, user management. It's a large overarching goal, right? You have to manage user. User management is basically login and all that stuff, right? Then feature will come login or sign up. That's a feature. Story would be login with email. Okay, it can be login with mobile number or else login with Facebook. Task would be API for login, technical implementation. Spike would be compare Stripe versus Razorpay research. So yeah, I hope you understand this. So Wajhar splitting techniques, breaking down large stories. So let's see what's Wajhar. Wajhar, why it's used basically when stories are too large to fit in a sprint. We need effective technique to split them into smaller manageable pieces. Wajhar provides 6 proven methods for story splitting. Workflow steps, check out examples, add address, confirm order, make payment, receive confirmation. Acceptance criteria split, rewards example, view points, redeem points, check balance. Happy unhappy paths, login example, valid login versus wrong password versus account lockout. 0, 1, many. Cart example, empty cart, single item, multiple items with totals. User roles or personas. Customer account versus seller account versus premium account. Rules. Seller examples. Reject order under $10 for shipping economics. So yeah, if you want me to explain more about this, I can explain more. But I think it's pretty much very easy to understand what workflow steps are, what acceptance criteria split is, happy and happy path. I can give you one example of happy and happy path is, for example, a customer is able to log in inside their account. That's a happy path, but unhappy would be a customer forgets the password and is not able to log in. So that is an unhappy path. So yeah, 0, 1, too many would be empty card single. So I think I can give you more examples in further videos, but yeah, this is very easy to understand the Voyer principles. Just remember Voyer W stands for workflow steps. A stands for acceptance criteria split, happy unhappy paths, 0 1 too many, user roles or personal rules. Acceptance criteria defining done, definition of done or whatever it is, defining done. The given when then format. Acceptance criteria define the condition that must be met for a story to be considered complete. They provide clear testable conditions that remove ambiguity and ensure everyone understands what done means. Always use the given when then format for consistency and clarity. So, example would be CraftCart payment example. As a customer, I want to pay with my debit card so that my order is confirmed. So the acceptance criteria would be given subtotal is greater than $10 when I entered valid card details, then my order is confirmed. So given the initial state or context before the action occurs, when the specific action or event that triggers the behavior, then the expected result or system response after the action. Okay? So given the initial state of context before the action, when the specific action or event that triggers the behavior, then the expected result or system response after the action. So that is acceptance criteria. So given the subtotal is greater than 10, when I entered valid card details, then the order is confirmed, right? Okay, so user story mapping, visualizing the customer journey. So why is user story mapping used? So it's a powerful visual technique that maps the customer journey as horizontal steps, with user stories arranged vertically under each step. This approach ensures we capture the complete user experience and identify the most valuable feature for our MVP. MVP is a more minimum viable product. Always remember that. That's like a basic product we make for the customer to realize how the product is going to be uh, in the future prospects. So yeah. So first is browse products, then view products, add to cart, review cart, checkout, confirmation, delivery. That's it. So that's what is user story mapping. It's basically a flow in which a customer uh, gets clarity how, or a customer or a developer who is going to work on it gets clarity on how the flow is going to function. Like for example, a person logins, then he browses the products, and he views the products. Okay. Once he search the products, then he got the product, he views it, then he adds that product to the cart if he likes it, then he reviews the cart because the cart shows the product. Once the cart shows the product, he checks it out, check out the product. That is, he purchases the product, and once the purchase is done, the confirmation comes, it is delivered. So that's how the flow works, right? It's pretty simple. We do it all the day, right? We do it in Amazon, Flipkart, and all these things. So I think this is the most relatable user story and epic that you can get and you can understand well. Okay. So why story mapping matters: shows the complete user flow, helps prioritize MVP features, ensures no critical steps are missed, facilitates team alignment and user experience. So yeah, perfect. So MVP development is delivering value early. So what is a MVP? MVP is a minimum viable product, represents the smallest set of features that delivers usable value to customers, designed for early launch to test assumptions and gather real user feedbacks quickly. Benefits would be faster time to market, early use feedback, reduce development waste, validate learning. Okay, the CraftCart MVP stories would be sign up or login functionality, browse product categories, add items to a cart, check out with debit card, order confirmation. So this MVP is a basic product. This is what you should understand. Future releases, reward system, product reviews, discount codes, order tracking, seller dashboard. So I hope you understand this is simple, very simple. Estimation technique is two types of techniques are used: t-shirt sizing and Fibonacci story points. So yeah, we will discuss about these things. So a simple relative sizing method using familiar clothing size, perfect for initial rough estimates and high level planning. So it would be small, add to cart, simple, well understood functionality. Medium, Login system, moderate complexity with known patterns. Large reward system, complex integration requirements. Extra large Excel, seller dashboard, many unknowns and dependencies. Uh, then Fibonacci story points would be uses Fibonacci sequence 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13 to reflect increasing uncertainty with large stories. The gaps between the numbers force teams to make clearer distinctions. So login, checkout, rewards, seller dashboards. A simple, well-known implementation. Checkout is multiple steps, payment gateway integration. Rewards is complex business logic and integration. Seller dashboard is many unknown and technical challenges. Why Fibonacci complexity grows non-linearly. A story with 8 points isn't just double 4. It's significantly more complex and uncertain. So yeah, that's that. Velocity and real-world CraftCart examples. Understanding velocity. So velocity measures the average number of story points a team can deliver per sprint. It's a key metric for predicting future capacity and improving planning accuracy. So it's a velocity chart, as you can see. Average velocity is 15 points per sprint, and so there's like 10 complete CraftCart user stories. Let's go with that. I hope you understand what is velocity. It's the average number of a story point team delivers per sprint. It's a key metric for predicting future capacity and improving planning. Okay. It's just like the technique which is used to rate the user stories. With an average velocity of 15 points, a team should plan approximately 15 points for Prince 4, not 25. This prevents overcommitment and ensures realistic delivery expectations. Okay. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Let's move forward to 10 complete CraftCart user stories. So first is sign up with email. So as a customer, I want to create an account with my email so that I can save my details and order history. So given the valid details, when I sign up, the account is created and verification email is sent. These things I think are so relatable and so easy to understand because we do it all the time, right? Like whenever we are logging in some different app or something like that. Nowadays AI is there, we are going for AI apps or different kind of apps. So we normally use these things. We create the account, the email, we save the details and order history, you know then acceptance criteria would be the same. Given the valid details, when I sign up, then our account is created and verification email is sent to the email account. So then the login with email part is there, the same one. Browse product by category, view product details is like, as a customer I want to view product details so that I can decide if I want to buy it. So given the product is in stock, when I open the page, then I see add to cart button. So so if you see, these all stories. I don't think so I need to read out everyone, but I'll read only select few which I think are great. So checkout would be add or select address. As a login customer, I want to select or add delivery address so that my order can be shipped correctly. So given a valid address, when I save it, then it's stored and usable for checkout. Then comes apply reward. As a member, I want to redeem reward points at checkout so that I can reduce my bill. So given I have 200 points, when I apply them, the order total reduces by $2. So reward points are basically like discounts, which we get normally in all these websites. Very interesting, right? So pay with debit card is, as a customer I want to pay securely with my debit card so that my order is confirmed. Given subtotal is greater than $10, when I enter valid details and payment succeeds and order is paid. Order confirmation is, as a customer I want to receive confirmation after payment so that I have proof of purchase. Given payment succeeds, when order is placed, then I see confirmation page with order number. You now have a complete toolkit for mastering user stories, from understanding the 3C's framework to applying wash-her splitting techniques, creating effectively acceptance criteria, and implementing story mapping for MVP development. You are equipped to excel in any business analyst interview or real-world project. You believe it? Yes, you should believe it, because all these user stories are the things which we do normally in all the sites, be it retail or any other site which we go, right? sign up with email, then log in, then browse, then view the products, then add to cart, then review the cart, then check out, then apply rewards, let's discount, pay with debit card, and order confirmation. And that's a very good user flow. It's like a user story map. Okay, I'll show you now my Jira dashboard where I've created these three epics, that is the user management, order management, and payment integration. So we'll go one by one. So in user management, I have user registration, account creation, login and authentication, account linking, password reset, two-factor authentication. So in the user registration and account creation, if you see, I have user story is as a new user, I want to create an account with my email address so that I can save information for future purposes. Now you see this is so important. The user wants to create an account with the email address so that I can save information for future purposes. So user doesn't want all to always put in the information, right? So that's why there's an auto save option every time if you see. So yeah, so that's a super important function. Acceptance criteria would be sign up success given I'm on sign up form. When I enter a valid email, a strong password, confirm email and accept terms, then my account is created and redirected to the home page. Invalid email would be given I enter invalid email. When I submit, then I see enter a valid email address. Email already in use, given my email already exists. When I submit, then I see an account with this email already exists. Login or reset your password. Email rules is valid format, case insensitive, trim leading or trailing spaces, max 150 characters required. Password rules, minimum 8 to 12, include greater than 1 uppercase, greater than 1 lowercase, greater than 1 digit, greater than 1 special characters. So you understand this is one thing which is in every site you go, you have to do this, right? So, and here you can see the prototype which I have made, the CraftCart one. So create your CraftCart account, you put your name, email, confirm email, password, you agree, and that's how the sign up is done. The registration is done. So once registration is done, you go to login. So as a returning user, I want to log in into my account so that I can access my saved details and order history. So the acceptance criteria for that would be redirected to dashboard session created. Remember me story sessions for 30 days. Given a registered email and correct password. When I submit, then I'm redirected to the dashboard. Okay. Invalid connection and error banner, invalid email or password. Email password rules same as registration. Non-functional login must load in under 1 second for most users. Be secure with password rules and lockouts, and always show clear error messages lockouts after 5 failed attempts 15 minutes. So here's a login. After user registration is done, the email, everything is done. So you put your email and the password and you should be able to log in if the login is valid, if your email is valid in a way. I'll also show you, I've given this a high priority and I've given the story point estimate a 3, and this is a MVP, this is a part of MVP, right? And I would really explain it to you very well because these two are very important. Like the priority is very high but the story point estimate is just 3 out of 5. I think it should also be 5, right? You may think, but it's not like that. I would explain it to you in a separate PPT which I have especially. So then it's account linking. So as a user, I want to link my social media accounts to my profile so that I can log in quickly and easily. So you see, normally we link our Facebook or our number. Okay, so Facebook is the most used one, I think, for linking email, Gmail and Facebook. So social media में तो you count Facebook only. Uh, Acceptance criteria would be link success given I'm logged in with email. When I click link Google and grant consent, then my CraftCart account shows Google as linked. Social signing would be given my email account is linked to Google. When I click continue with Google on the login page, then I'm logged into CraftCart account. Error states revoked consent, mismatched email, show actionable messages. Security we are going to use is OAuth 2.0 OpenID Connect. Store tokens securely, lock consent. So yeah, that's that. And this I have given the priority medium and the story point estimate 5. Then it's password reset and two-factor authentication, which I don't think so. I need to show it to you. In the order management, you can see add to cart, cart management, place order. So I would go to, you can say, place order here. So as a customer, I want to place an order by reviewing my cart and entering my payment and shipping details so that I can complete the purchase. Acceptance criteria would be user can review all the cart before checkout. User can provide shipping address and payment info. Discounts or promo codes can be applied. Confirmation screen shows order summary and delivery estimates. So here's the checkout page where the customers will fill in the full name, phone number, address, city, state, zip code, email address, and the payment information, and then they will place the order. So that's how they place the order. Okay. So then I think I don't need to show you all these, but if you see here, these are the story point estimates which I've given. So you see place order has got the highest priority and got the story point estimate of 8. I'll explain the story point estimate very clearly, and the priority too. So the difference between the both, I think it's very important to know. Okay. So I hope you understand all these, or I should show you this. Add to cart is as a customer I want to add products to the shopped cart, so I can review and modify my orders before proceeding to checkout. So that's how you add to cart, right? And same as cart management would be, as a customer I want to edit or remove items in my cart so that I can adjust my order before placing it. So user can increase or decrease item quantity or remove items. Cart auto updates to reflect changes. User gets notified if item is out of stock. So that's that. I hope you understand this. Okay. So user can remove or add more items to the cart. So cart management. Okay, so let's move on to the payment integration part. So the first payment integration part is basically, if you see, if I can, yeah. So yeah, first let's go to the payment integration part. Select payment method. So in the select payment method, as you can see, as a customer I want to select my preferred payment method, that is debit card, credit card, net banking or UPI, so that I can proceed with my payment securely. Acceptance criteria would be given. I am on a checkout page. When I choose a payment option, debit or credit card, then I should see the corresponding payment form. So I think this is the debit card or credit card page, net banking, UPI, proceed to payment. Okay. Then then we have to enter the card details. As a customer I want to enter my debit or credit card details during checkout so that I can authorize my payments. Acceptance criteria would be given. I select the card payment when I enter valid card details, number, expiry, CVV. Then the system should validate them and allow me to proceed. When I entered valid data, then an error message is invalid data, then an error message is displayed. So here you see given when then, and when then is used more, like it's again used because it's showing if we enter invalid data, then the error message should also be displayed. So if valid card details are there, then the system should validate and allow me to proceed. But if invalid data is there, then error message is displayed. So I hope you understand, and this is a prototype which I have made for that, where you can enter your card details, expiry, CVV, card holder name, and pay. So I hope you understand this. So OTP verification, I think this is something which we do on a daily basis, right? Pay for courses, we pay for uh, you know all the stuff which we purchase from Amazon. So now we are basically purchasing from CraftCart, and this is how the CraftCart MVP would be. Okay, um, it should have all the basic features that are there right now in the space, and that's what is super important, right? So user story would be, as a customer, I want to verify my payments using an OTP so that I can securely complete my purchase. Acceptance criteria would be given. I entered valid card details. When the bank sends me an OTP, then I must enter it within 3 attempts to authorize. When OTP fails, the payment is declined with an error message. The priority, if you see, is high, and the story point estimate is given 5. So I'll explain that. Don't worry about that. So payment success handling would be, as a customer, I want to see a confirmation page after successful payment so that I can know my order has been placed. So confirmation page shows order ID, product details, price, delivery estimate, email confirmation is sent, option to track order is visible, and payment failure handling is, as a customer, I want to see clear error message when payment fails so that I can retry or choose another method. So if OTP is invalid, show incorrect OTP, please retry. If card validation fails, show invalid card details. If payment gateway timeout shows transaction failed, please try again. So yeah, that's how, if at all we enter a wrong OTP, or yeah, wrong payment details, that's how. Basically this is for wrong OTP. But if we enter wrong payment details also, that shows wrong payment details and doesn't move forward. So this is the basic MVP of CraftCart. How I made the prototypes, um, this is Visly-AI, and as you can see, these are all the prototypes which I have made, and these are very simple to make, I think. Super simple. You have to just go here in the search bar. You have to search for the chat assistant, and I think the one which we haven't made here is for the payment success handling. So the payment success handling prototype is not made, so I think we can make it here. I don't know if we can make it a year or not, because I don't know if we have uh, can you make a prototype for payment success handling with this user story, and we will just copy this here and paste it here, and let's see if it works. So it may create it here, right here, and we'll see. Okay, it's asking for a upgrade, I guess, because it's like 0 credit left. So yeah, we couldn't create it, but yeah, that's how I hope you understand. You have to buy some credits. Right now I don't think so I need it, but yeah, Visly-AI is a app which is super great for creating prototypes, and I think for this project I think this much is enough. So I hope you guys understood some things. I tried my best explaining user stories, epic features, and it was a fun time, I think. So you see this. This is a epic, right? User management, order management, payment integration. Inside this, these are all the features. Okay, so user registration, a login, account linking, password reset, two-factor authentication, and inside that there are user stories and acceptance criteria. So this is so easy to understand, right? And yeah, I forgot to explain. So what is the difference between a priority and a story point estimate? That's what I'll explain. So a priority versus story point estimate, understanding the key difference. So if you see complete breakdown, priority is business value urgency, or and story point estimate is complexity or effort. Okay, so how important the task is from a business perspective. So who decides product owner or business stakeholders? So priority high, the story is crucial because without payment method selection, no customer can complete checkout. It must be delivered early in the release. If it were low, it would mean it's nice to have, not blocking. Okay, so that means a priority is basically you prioritize that requirement first because that's the most important one. For example, in an MVP, if the payment integration or the payment checkout is not there, then there's no point in an MVP. It's like basic. The customer, the user won't like it, right? The user wants all the basic features, and then afterwards add-ons are there. So add-ons would be given low priority, and the basic needs, which are the most important one, like the checkout option, uh, is on high priority. So that's why, for example, uh, if you see place order checkout, it is given the highest priority, and the story point estimate is also 8. Let's see the story point estimate. Story point estimate, the how much effort, time, complexity it will take to for the team to implement. So development team is the one which gives the story point estimate. So story point estimate is 3. The team feels this feature is of medium complexity, not trivial like a 1 point story, not used like a 8 point story. It may involve creating a UI for payments method section, writing it to the backend, and adding validation. So priority is how badly the business needs it. Story point is how hard it is for the team to build it. In your example, high priority plus 3 points, important features, moderate effort. You can even contrast it with another story. Medium priority plus 5 points, not urgent but technically harder. High priority plus 1 point, very urgent but super easy to build. So I hope you understand this. This is like super simple. And So the priority is basically the priority of requirements which are very much needed, and story point estimate is totally on development team is how difficult it is to build. So if you see the story point estimate is 3, the team feels the feature is of medium complexity. It may involve creating a UI payment method section, just like that. If you see in the place order one, right? This is this for that for this to create. I think it's tough, right? I think it needs a lot of things. So uh, if you compare this to a basic login page, so it has given story point estimate 3, right? But it is high priority because it's very important. It's super important requirement, but it's given 3 estimate. So if it's given 3, that means it's very easy, because it's like I think for the people in the development team it would be pretty much simple to create this than the order checkout one, payment checkout one, uh, or you can say the place order one, right? So I hope you guys understand this, and this is super important. Nowadays you can get a lot of user story references with ChatGPT, understanding it, understanding from the company's perspective. Um, I especially made this for my interviews, for my simulation, which I'm making for CraftCart, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys love my project, and keep supporting and happy learning.